Well, this is the fried man, Mark Carter himself, coming at you with the Mac Attack. Now, I haven't been reviewing many of these pay-per-views lately from WWE, primarily because, let's face it, the entertainment value has not been there. Monday Night Raw has sucked for the longest time and not worth talking about, much less the pay-per-views. But tonight was one of my favorite pay-per-views, the Royal Rumble. So let's get into the Royal Rumble 2016. All right. Up first, we had Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose won that match, putting Owens through 2 tables. It was a good match, a last man standing match for the Intercontinental title. And again, your winner and still champ, Dean Ambrose. Kind of disappointed that Kevin Owens didn't win, but what can you say? Up next, we had a tag team championship title match featuring The New Day versus the Usos. And the tag champs came out debuting Francesca 2. That's right, they got themselves a new trombone, and they picked up another victory against the Usos, retaining their championship titles. Kalisto picked up his second United States Championship against Del Rio, and probably the most boring match of the night, sad to say, but true. All right, then up next we had the Divas Championship, and Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch. And of course, Charlotte Flair won yet again with the help and assistance of her father, Ric Flair. And Ric Flair laid a kiss on Becky. That had to be nasty. Young, pretty thing like Becky Lynch getting kissed by 70-year-old Ric Flair. Kind of threw up in my mouth a little bit just watching that. And after the match, Ric Flair, Charlotte goes off on Becky Lynch, and it just kind of lingered a little too long, kind of felt what was coming next. Cue the boss, Sasha Banks, for the assist. And now first, Sasha Banks, beat up Becky Lynch a little bit. It looked like she was going to, side with Charlotte Flair. But, of course, she's wanting that title. So it's pretty much setting up a match, I imagine, at WrestleMania. So the boss, Sasha Banks, got one over on Charlotte. Okay, now it's time for the actual Royal Rumble match. And the way I'll do this, I will first name off all 30 participants that were in the match. First we had Roman Reigns, of course, drew number 1, followed by Rusev at number 2. Huge crowd pop for AJ Styles, making his WWE debut. And he looked good. He kind of reminds you of Double J Jeff Jarrett with the way his hair looks and all that, only darker. Tyler Breeze was in at 4, Curtis Axel, Chris Jericho, Kane at number 7, Goldust, Ryback, Kofi Kingston, Titus O'Neil, R-Truth, Luke Harper, Stardust, The Big Show, Neville, Braun Strowman, Kevin Owens, Dean Ambrose, Sami Zayn. He debuted in his first Royal Rumble event, which was pretty cool. Number 21, we had Eric Rowan, followed by Mark Henry, Brock Lesnar, Jack Swagger, The Miz, Alberto Del Rio, Bray Wyatt, Dolph Ziggler, Sheamus, and the man that drew number 30, to no surprise, was, in fact, The Game, Triple H. Now, let me get into some of my side notes here. The crowd was firmly behind AJ Styles. That's who the crowd wanted to see win. Okay. R-Truth, when he entered the ring, he decided it was a bright idea to pull out a ladder, stand it up in the middle of the ring, and climb it. I guess he thought he was in a ladder match. And he climbed the top of the ladder and reaches up for a championship that wasn't there. So, my bad. Kofi Kingston, he had his annual spot where it looks like he's going to get eliminated, makes a miraculous save, and somehow, makes his way back into the ring. One year he walked on his hands because both feet have to hit the floor. He gets thrown over the top rope directly onto Big E's shoulders, and so he gets back into the match and, as always, is shortly eliminated. I didn't really catch who eliminated him. I missed it. The League of Nations comes out of nowhere, not even in the match, and they pull Roman Reigns out of the ring and mauls him. And more or less, this is Roman Reigns' rest break, because there's no way in hell Roman Reigns would have lasted all 60 minutes plus in that ring against 29 other superstars. So this was their way, the WWE's way, of letting Roman Reigns take a rest break. And Roman gets drilled through a table by Rusev. Reigns then gets placed on a stretcher, and but then he refuses to get on it and walks to the back uneliminated, okay? And everybody knows that he's going to come back later in the match. But anyway, Kevin Owens, he welcomes AJ Styles into the WWE by eliminating him and taunting him, saying, "Welcome to the WWE." The crowd, I didn't like that too much. The crowd chanted for Sami Zayn. The crowd erupted like crazy for Brock Lesnar. When The Miz, when he comes out, he goes straight to the commentary desk, and he sits there before ever entering. And in fact, he sits there behind that commentary desk until Brock Lesnar is later eliminated. The Wyatt family, they re-enter the ring. They had already been eliminated, but they re-enter the ring to help eliminate Brock Lesnar. That's when The Miz decides, he wants to get into the match. Anyway, out comes Roman Reigns, who gets booed. When Triple H came out, he got a massive pop. Every time the Reigns got an ounce of offense in, they would boo him, and they cheer like crazy when Roman Reigns gets eliminated. So I'm so glad that they did not have Roman Reigns win for the second year in a row. Thank God. Now, let's go to the eliminations, okay? Rusev was eliminated by Roman Reigns. Breeze was eliminated by AJ Styles and Roman Reigns. Curtis Axel was eliminated by AJ Styles. Goldust was eliminated by Titus O'Neil. R-Truth was eliminated by Kane. Titus O'Neil was eliminated by Big Show, as was Ryback. And then Braun Strowman, he goes on a tear. He and the Wyatt family collectively eliminate Kane, the Big Show, AJ Styles, Neville, Stardust, Mark Henry, Sami Zayn, and Brock Lesnar. All right. And let's see, Kevin Owens was eliminated by Sami Zayn, so that's pretty much setting up a match for WrestleMania. And I imagine Brock Lesnar and the Wyatt family will probably have a 4-on-1 handicap match at WrestleMania. I don't know. Anyway, The Miz was eliminated by Roman Reigns, setting up the Final Four. And the Final Four of this match was Sheamus, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and Triple H. All right? Ziggler is eliminated by Triple H. Bray Wyatt gets eliminated by Sheamus, who also had help from Triple H. Chris Jericho was eliminated by Dean Ambrose. And that sets up the final two. And it was Dean Ambrose versus Triple H. The crowd wanted to see Dean Ambrose win it. But your 14-time champion is Triple H. So that sets up the WrestleMania card. I imagine we'll have Roman Reigns and versus the Authority from now until WrestleMania. So that was the Royal Rumble 2016. My overall thoughts? It wasn't boring. It was entertaining. I love seeing the New Day, as always. They're always entertaining. AJ Styles, I think he doesn't even have to go to NXT. But if I were AJ Styles, I would want to go to NXT because the WWE probably just shit on him on the main roster. I'm glad that Roman Reigns lost. I thought instead of making him look strong, they further made him look weak with that break, the extended break he had by being, backstage during the majority of the match. I did enjoy The Miz. He was pretty great. But overall, I got to give it a passing grade. It does not get a fully erect thumb, however. But it's definitely the best Royal Rumble I have seen in the past 3 years. So anyway, and so that is my take on the Royal Rumble 2016. Until next time, I will see you on the flip side.